the Lord appeared. The angel said something surprising. "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Gideon was confused. He did not feel like a warrior. He said, "My family is the weakest in our tribe, and I am the least in my family." But God saw Gideon differently. God said, "I will be with you, and you will defeat the Midianites." Gideon wanted to be sure God was really speaking. So he asked for a sign. He placed a fleece of wool on the ground. He said, "If the fleece is wet with dew, but the ground is dry, then I will know it is from you." The next morning, the fleece was wet, and the ground was dry. Still unsure, Gideon asked for one more sign. This time the fleece was dry, and the ground was wet. Now Gideon knew. God had chosen him. Gideon was not strong because he felt brave. He was strong because God was with him. Here is the lesson. Sometimes we feel weak. Sometimes we feel afraid. Sometimes we think we cannot do great things. But God sees what we cannot see. God sees strength in you. Look at your hands. Look at your eyes. Listen to your voice. Did you know something amazing? God made every part of you. A long time ago. The Bible said these beautiful words, "I praise you, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." That means God made you carefully. God made you on purpose. You are not an accident. Before you were born, God already knew you. He knew your smile. He knew your laugh. He knew your ideas. He knew your dreams. God made your hair. God made your eyes. God made your talents. Some people are good at drawing. Some are good at helping others. Some are great listeners. Some are full of creativity. God made everyone different, and that is a good thing. You do not have to be like someone else. You do not have to look like someone else. You do not have to have the same gifts as someone else. God made you special. Here is the lesson. You are wonderfully made. God designed you with care. You are important. You are valuable. And you are loved. Have you ever wondered how you're supposed to pray? Like, are there special words you have to use? It's a question Jesus' own disciples had. One day, they came to him and asked, "Lord, teach us how to pray." Jesus smiled and gave them a beautiful, simple model. He said, "When you pray, say this: Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." See, Jesus was showing them that prayer isn't about fancy, complicated words. It's just talking to God, like a child talking to their father. You can thank him, ask for help, or just share what's on your heart. The most important thing is to just start the conversation. He's always listening. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more encouraging stories. What would you do if God asked you to give up something you love? A long time ago, God gave Abraham a son named Isaac. Isaac was very special. Abraham loved him very much. One day, God tested Abraham. "Take your son Isaac," God said, "and go to a mountain I will show you." Abraham did not argue. He did not delay. He obeyed. Early the next morning, Abraham and Isaac began their journey. They walked for 3 days. Isaac noticed something. "Father," he said, "we have the wood and the fire, but where is the lamb?" Abraham answered, "God will provide." When they reached the mountain, Abraham built an altar. He placed the wood on it. He prepared to obey God. But just as he was about to act, an angel called out, "Abraham, do not harm the boy." God had seen Abraham's heart. Abraham trusted God completely. Then Abraham looked up. A ram was caught in a bush. God had provided a sacrifice. Abraham offered the ram instead. Here is the lesson. Abraham trusted God, even when it was hard. He believed God would make a way. Trusting God means believing him, even when you do not understand. Trust God completely. He will always provide. Would you go somewhere new without knowing where you are going? A long time ago, there was a man named Abraham. He lived with his family in a place he knew well. One day, God spoke to him. "Leave your country, your people, and your father's house." God said, "Go to the land I will show you." God did not tell Abraham where he was going. He only said, "Go." God also made a promise. "I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. And through you, all people will be blessed." Abraham had a choice: stay where he was comfortable, or follow God into the unknown. Abraham chose to obey. He packed his belongings and took his wife Sarah. He began the journey. Step by step, Abraham followed God. He did not know the full plan, but he trusted the one who gave it. Here is the lesson. Following God is not always easy. Sometimes you do not know where He is leading, but you can trust Him. Follow God. He knows the way. What if you had everything you could ever want, but just one rule? In the beginning, God made a beautiful garden. It was called the Garden of Eden. There were tall trees, bright flowers, clear rivers, and animals everywhere. God made the first man, Adam. Then God made the first woman, Eve. They lived happily in the garden. God gave them everything they needed. He said, "You may eat from any tree in the garden." But there was one rule. Do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave this rule to protect them. One day, a serpent came to Eve. The serpent was tricky. He said, "Did God really say you cannot eat from that tree?" Eve answered, "God said we must not eat it." The serpent said, "You will not die. You will become like God." Eve looked at the fruit. It looked good. She took it. She ate it. Then she gave some to Adam. He ate it too. Right away, something changed. They felt afraid. They tried to hide from God. When God came, He called out, "Where are you?" Adam and Eve came out. They knew they had done wrong. They had disobeyed God. They could no longer stay in the garden. But God still cared for them. Here is the lesson. God's rules are for our good. When we obey God, we are safe. Obey God. He knows what is best. Have you ever wondered what it takes to build something that truly lasts? I'm not just talking about houses, but our lives, our dreams, our relationships. Let me tell you a quick story about two builders. One was super eager and a bit impatient. He found a nice, sandy spot right by the beach and thought, "Perfect." He built his house fast, and it looked great. The other builder took his time. He searched for solid rock, dug deep, and laid a powerful foundation before he even started on the walls. It took way longer. Then a huge storm rolled in. The wind howled, the rain poured down. The house on the sand, it collapsed in an instant. But the house on the rock stood firm, unshaken. The lesson here is simple, but so important. The foundation is everything. What are you building your life on? Make sure it's something solid. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories. Have you ever looked up at the vast, beautiful sky and wondered where everything came from? It's a pretty big question. Let's travel back to the very, very beginning. Imagine a time when there was absolutely nothing but darkness. Then, a powerful voice spoke, "Let there be light." And just like that, light filled the universe. On the second day, the sky we see above was formed. On the third, the earth rose from the waters, and plants of all kinds began to grow. The fourth day brought the brilliant sun, the glowing moon, and countless twinkling stars to fill the sky. The fifth day was for the creatures of the water and the air. So fish started swimming and birds began to soar. On the sixth day, animals of all shapes and sizes appeared. And finally, people were created. After seeing everything He had made, God said it was all very good. Then, on the seventh day, He rested. So whenever you look around at this amazing world, remember you're a special part of a wonderful creation.